So on to we always talk NFL. NFL is never dead. There was big rule changes. The kickoff, looks very confusing, but I believe CJ posted a little story on it. If you guys haven't seen it yet, opponents line up 5 yards apart from each other. Kicker kicks it. No one can move till you actually receive the ball. We're trying to get to the bottom of this because this is, we are the gambling show of record. This has implications for over-unders. We talked about it last year. The unders were just crazy last year. I'm hoping that there's more scoring this year. What I don't know is what does it, is it going to raise the scoring or is it going to?
It should raise the scoring because,
right?
I mean, it's easier to block a guy when he's 5 yards away from you compared to when he's running at full speed.
Yeah.
Coming away from you. So I think that the field position should be a lot better. And actually, teams have actually gone out and made moves to get kick returners so far.
Yeah, like the Chiefs getting a rugby player.
Oh, my
God.
Come on,
Eddie. Chiefs, get your shit together. Stop making, ridiculous moves. The Chiefs today...
first half over winner.
That's beautiful. The Chiefs signed a rugby, Louis Rees-Zammit, rugby player. Always, putting Mahomes behind the 8 ball. How about you just go get a real football player? They're always trying to drum up some stupid shit. Come on, man. Imagine Tyreek. If I was Miami, I would make Tyreek run those kickoffs back.
You might be right.
Yeah.
They also have Waddle. They got a bunch of dudes. Yeah. But I think it's going to add to the scoring. What do you think, CJ?
This is hard. I care about the safety of the players first. So if it's making things safer, I'm sorry. If kickoffs, I've been on kickoffs as a lineman. Yes, I have. They're dangerous. They are extremely like a guy running full speed at you and you have to stop him is one of the most. It's head-on-head collision. So I'm not against it. And also, if it's making the players safer, and then it's also gonna potentially make higher scoring, which is also my biggest knock on the NFL. It's why I'm a college football guy. If overs are in play for the NFL and it's gonna make the scoring higher, I'm with it.
Let's talk about another BS rule change, and this is 100% going to change overs and unders. Is this stupid ass hip tackle drag rule? It's ridiculous. Have you guys seen this new rule that you can't?
The hip drop?
The hip drop. I mean.
Real quick, sorry.
Yeah.
Before you move on to that, it's projected. So as of last year, 21% of kickoffs were returned, and it's projected that now 50 to 60% of kickoffs will have a return going into the next season, which would add roughly 1,000 extra plays to the NFL season.
Wow. Hell yeah. More plays, more points. You're not allowed to tackle anyone. I think that's going to be able to affect the unders. Imagine Derrick Henry coming at you, and you have to, do math in your head. How I can't drag him down to a hip. It's Derrick Henry. He's going to crush people.
It's what's going to force him when the guys get away from him to ankle tackle instead of...
I just think this is not a good thing. It is not a good thing. I think...
You're the safety fucking expert.
But tackling
the OSHA of football over here.
But tackling a guy, I understand it's obviously a risk, but the probability of that happening is much less as far as injury in a kickoff.
Guys tear fucking ACL.
Right, it's dangerous, but that is something that I feel like you can't minimize. That's an in play. I have to adjust mid play type of thing, whereas you can adjust a kickoff to make it safer before it actually happens.
Big Vern is putting in his implication already. He said he's calling longer returns.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Hell yes. Better field position. Mm-hmm. And then where do you stand, or where does Big Vern stand on this hip drop tackle thing? To me, it's ridiculous. When is it going to stop?
We'll get into that right after. But Rick Flores says, have you seen the onside kick rules? So for those that don't know.
Yes.
That's what bothers me.
What is it?
Now you only get one onside. It has to be in the fourth quarter, and you have to be trailing. And you have to give a heads up to the other team.
Yeah, because they need to come up. You need to come up.
They
need to say.
They need to reposition. They have to let them know. So now you have to be really good at onside kicks. That also means that there's no squib kicks. So if you're up and you squib kick it to run the clock down a little more, you can't do that. You have to give them a chance to
I like
return
it.
the ball.
Bet the overs.
We should get Pat McAfee on the show. You think he'll come on our show? and
Doubt it.
explain
Highly doubt it.
I mean, he was the onside king.
Doubt it.
Highly doubt it. We could try, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Some of those onsides are like you won't have that Super Bowl with the Saints ever again. The surprise onside coming out of halftime.
Right.
Small plays like that change momentums of games. It's never gonna happen again. Even though like the chances of it were slim, it's still slim. Now it's probably like none.
Right.
Slim to none. That is a saying.
That is the saying.
So, and anything else in the NFL?
Matthew Rocha said eventually NFL will be NFFL.
Yeah, flag football, 100%.
Good take. He's right.
Yeah, it's
Michael will be happy.
Michael Brown had an amazing. I think J.J. Watt said this last year. He's like, they're gonna make everything so illegal that the NFL and the mob that is the fans will protest this, and eventually they're saying, okay, we're not responsible for anything. We're gonna make everyone sign waivers, and until it gets so bad, then people are just up in arms. The NFL is going to say, fine, we're not going to do any more safety. Sign here. We're not responsible for anything because the concussion, all these other tackles, the collisions, the crown of the head. Football's a dangerous sport, and we're Americans. It's the reason why NFL is the most popular sport in America.
That and you can bet on it.
Yeah,
you can bet on everything, but it was always the NFL was always, the
you can bet on shuffleboard, man. There's no violence. There's no violence.
When the NFL went to fantasy football, when it got big, and then the women started getting involved, and that's why it's so big. Nobody gives a shit. Probably I'm a good percentage. I want to say maybe 30 or 40% of the people probably don't give a shit about a certain team. All they care about is if Bijan scored a touchdown for them to win their FanDuel or their league for the week or whatever.
That's exactly why people buy Red Zone. So
right,
people can watch all the
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, so they can see because they all they want to see is touchdowns.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. Guys, don't forget, if you like this content, if Rafa the Guru gave you a nice pick, make sure you hit the like button.
Subscribe. Check us out every Friday for our live show, 6 p.m. Pacific time.